Hello Capricorn, Capricorn sun, moon, and rising signs, and all those who are intuitively guided to this message. As I was preparing for this reading, I already got some information coming in, and one thing was that I had to say that these messages are not about time and space. It is the energy of right now and right past the middle of September 2018. But I feel like I'm talking to people who are going to find this 3 months from now. Don't let the date deter you. There's a message here for you. Not all messages are for everyone. When you feel your message, warm your heart or your solar plexus, or feel a tingle in your scalp, that helps you to realize that message is for you. I feel that in this reading, I'm going to be directly connecting to your spirit guides. Okay. The other thing that I'm feeling and that I was feeling as I prepared was a very strong pain in my left knee. And I feel a few of you have had that issue, are going through that now, and I just feel like it was a meniscus. It felt like in the front of my knee, and it was pretty painful. And when I said, is this a meniscus issue or a torn meniscus or something like that, it went away as an affirmation to me that that's okay to say. So for you, who I'm talking to, that locks you into the reading, just to know that I've connected with you and your guides. I also feel I just feel a lot of sensations here. So I feel that I am connecting with a group of guides. So I'm also dealing with other people who have other health issues, possibly something to do with the throat or thyroid. And on my right side, I can't identify that. So if that means something for some of you, good, okay. So I'm seeing Capricorn, very connected to the earth, so I am seeing a nature scene that is going to be a metaphor for you. Because I see you traveling out in the middle of nature, and I almost said in the middle of nowhere, with a backpack. You know, you look very prepared to be in this space. You have your backpack, you have your boots, and that's it. Like, all you have are your things and yourself. And you are like following a trail. It's a metaphor, but I do feel that we're locking into Capricorn, how you're feeling now, how you've been feeling for a while. So I have to say, like, it's a very enjoyable atmosphere. It's sunny, it's beautiful, it's very green. We're on a path that is like a dirt path that other people have walked this path before, but it's not so built up and well-known path. Now we're talking about your life purpose, and we're also career. It's not such a well-known path that it's a paved path and, you know, people travel it all the time. It's a dirt path. So there have been a few before you, many before you, but I'm saying that this is an unconventional journey. Why? I mean unconventional because it's off the beaten path. It's now I feel like, what am I feeling here? Because I'm getting the sensation in my knee, I'm getting it in my left wrist. I mean, I feel like I am carrying a lot, but when I see you, you're strong enough to hold this backpack. It feels like a lot, but I feel like you can do it. And what is it? Because you're walking towards a mountain. And you're not interested in what's easy. You wish you were. You're headed straight for a mountain to climb. And I mean, it is work, right? It takes a lot out of you to do this. You're not quite at the mountain yet, but you're gonna get there. So I really feel like the mountain is representing for you your goal, your desire that you have for yourself, for your career. There is literally no obstacle in your way. You're just on your way there. You're on the path. It's a very narrow little path. I mean, there's just enough space for you. There is, you know, I'm not doing this with a group. I'm not doing this any conventional way. I'm doing it kind of my own way. But I'm getting there. And it's definitely within sight. And I really feel like you reach the mountain by October, November. So, or December for some of you. It may be 3 months. But when you reach that, you have to climb it still. So it is like, it's being presented to you. It's right there, it's within sight, and there is no obstacles. So whatever that thing is for you, it just requires you to keep walking the path. I feel hunger pangs, and it's weird because I really feel hungry and I feel it here, but I want to say it's about my heart. I feel like I almost don't admit to myself, Capricorn, I don't admit to myself that I also want love in my life, that I do want. No, I feel like I'm talking to all of you. And myself. I feel like I'm talking to all of us. I almost don't want to admit that I want love in my life, need love in my life. And I'm talking especially about romantic love. No matter if you're in a relationship or not, I feel it's hard for me to admit. And now that I'm saying that, I'm feeling the hunger reach my heart. Because I'm admitting that and I can feel it. So, that's a defense mechanism for protecting the heart. And now the hunger is fully in the heart. Amazing. And I just want to say, by admitting that, it's freeing. It's freeing because it's traveling up through my throat, and I'm just saying, like, okay, I feel better. It's still there, but I feel better because I said it. And it's like, yes, I want that too. I want and for you, I feel that the career is what you make, what your idea of success is, we're talking about. I'm not talking about riches, fame, owning property. I just don't feel like I'm talking about, what your desires are when it comes to career, what that means to you. I feel like I'm talking to people who are very unconventional in their ideas about what that is. So when I say success, I mean the success, what it means to you. And it's like, in that success, we can't discount our heart. So let me just go into relationships, and I just want to start a little bit in the past, if I can. I just, this is true for a lot of people, so I know I just haven't been in a stable relationship in the past. I just feel that I've been with very immature people, and I can't even call it a relationship. And those of you who are in a relationship now, I believe, who are in a healthy balance, loving relationship now, I still feel that in your past, it wasn't like, oh, we just didn't work out and we had our differences, because I feel like, for most of you, the commitment really was never there for either side, either party. I feel that you would have wanted it, but you had to repress the desire of your heart to be loved and loved, to protect yourself in these past relationships. So what am I talking? I'm talking about people who drank too much, who you were interested in. They never, they just didn't offer a real relationship. So I feel like I'm talking to a lot of people who are saying, like, what relationships? I've never really had, because it's like, I'm not counting those as real relationships because there was no commitment. There was no stability. It left me very hungry. And I just want to say, as I'm saying that, I feel the hunger back here, and I just I have to move through that because it's not, I have to have hope. I have to let it release it, because not all relationship is that way. And I need to admit and allow love in. And the first thing with love is, and these are messages from your guides, okay? They never really tell you what to do, but the first thing about allowing love in is admitting that love is a priority in my life. And I feel like a lot of you want to do that, but you want to keep that kind of close to your chest and keep that like a secret between yourself and your guides or your spirituality. And that's okay. You don't have to like tell everyone like, look, I'm dating, I want love. You don't have to. It doesn't require like literally shouting it from the rooftops for you. I feel like it just requires you setting that intention, admitting that part. I feel like there's a shadow work that has to be done here, and I feel like Capricorn, you are the person to do it. And what is, like, when I say shadow work, I'm talking about just facing that fact that I do want love, and I've kind of repressed that feeling in order to protect my heart. In the end, repressing that feeling is actually not protected my heart. It's actually hurt my heart. The heart wants to flow smoothly. So it feels everything, but it keeps going so it can process things and let it out. When we feel the sadness or the rejection, and we repress it, we're actually holding on to it. So when we feel that unwanted energy, we really have to allow ourselves to feel it, allow ourselves to cry, allow ourselves to be vulnerable. Sometimes we get this mixed up, that I don't want to be vulnerable to this person. It's not that you have to express your vulnerability necessarily to a person who's not willing to be there for you or listen to you. It's about expressing your vulnerability to yourself. Because I do feel that I'm talking to people who will use substances to numb those feelings. You know, for some of you, I see like a beer bottle breaking, and I have like a pain right here over my ear. Something like to do with this pain, destruction, that, you know, I've allowed myself to continue in those cycles. We're still talking about relationships. I just feel like my low expectations has kept me in these cycles, so I don't expect much from men or women who I'm dating. And I don't receive much in return. For some of you, there may be actual pain in the jaw area, above the jaw area, by the ear. Now I'm going to pull a few cards for you, Capricorn. I just want to focus on the two subjects really quick. The career, because I really feel good about that. I feel like the thing that you want, there is no obstacle before you. It might be tiring to get there, but yeah, you've basically got it. So the first card is the reverse Hierophant. And that's the 5. I just feel that for you, right now, Capricorn, you have not embraced your own leadership skill. I just don't feel that you're fully understanding how much others look up to you and how good you are. We're talking about career and life purpose. Like the things, the skills that you have are admired by many, and you actually even have followers, and you in the sense of people who really look up to you, who you may not even know, but I feel like you've inspired so many people, and I just don't think that you know that. I just don't think that you know that kind of power, that energy that you have. This is also the energy of Taurus. For some of you, you may have Taurus in your chart as well, and the number 5. So you really want to know who I am. Again, with the Hierophant, you're a singular person. You're on this path alone. There'll be people behind you. You've inspired others. You have a lot to say. You're very close to God. And I feel that probably, I feel that there's some resistance there for a lot of you of knowing that, but you're just so sure of yourself. I know that you question your ideas and like everybody else, but there is a baseline confidence that you have about the things that you know, and you don't even know how I know that I know, but you know. So that is what I'm talking about, your connection to the source, the infinite spirit of all that there is. You have a direct connection, like in your crown. And I do feel that many of you have a yellow aura and a yellow, like people, you're very social. Now, that's who I'm talking to. People are attracted to this aura. Extremely friendly, extremely charismatic. So just know that, know who you are. In career, it's gonna be very helpful. There is the reverse 6 of Cups. There is something here about, geez, I mean, it's, way I'm feeling is, I'm talking about career, but like I said, it really merged with my heart issue or whatever, my heart energies. And I feel that there's a resistance to forgiving a past love. Like I haven't fully processed a past love relationship, and I feel like that's the King of Wands. That's who we're talking about. very charismatic, very warm, very charming type guy or woman, but a very masculine energy. And I just feel, I see the green here and the yellow and the fire. So it's just like, this is more a symbol of the person who burnt my heart a little bit. I just feel my confidence is wrapped up in past relationship a little bit, and I haven't been able to forgive. That's going to require inner strength. So you have 2 trump cards. So you have a very, very strong energy, confidence, inner knowing, inner strength, like we said. But they're both reversed. So at this point, I just don't feel like I'm taking charge. Like, I don't feel like I fully know my own power and my own worth. Like, people tell you all the time how great you are and how amazing the things you've done are, but I don't feel like you're totally owning that yet. And it's going to require inner strength, because what is just want to see if I can get a message from your guide here. Your guide truly wants you to guides, I should say, admit to yourself that you're hurt, and then admit to yourself that you're deserving of love, and then admit to yourself that you forgive those who you didn't even realize you were carrying around with you. These are the people, this is the energy of the people that I've dated in the past. Who were very charismatic, attractive, even warm at times, fun. Like, I could dance with these people, I could really have a good time, but that's it. And you never expected anything from them. You never allow yourself to have expectations. So when in the past expectations were so low, I didn't set the intention to have a healthy, balanced relationship. And I just want to say to you that this is all connected. So I feel that I'm very focused on career goals right now, and that is great. I just feel that I also use that to kind of repress my heart a little bit, and my hope and the desire that I find a love relationship of some sort that is fulfilling to me. Of course, I do feel like having a pet is helpful for opening up my heart. But that's just the tip of the iceberg for the amount of love and joy that you can feel. And I just really feel like opening up to that, opening up to the joy that love brings, and having love. Because for some of you, I do feel like the love of a child too is something that maybe I'm just starting to think of having one. And I think that's beautiful. And I just feel like I have to do the work of the forgiveness, because this is all about my heart. It really is all about heart. Discernment. Through the grace of the divine, I am able to know the right path. You have the angel of discernment with you. What I really see here that is sticking out is like this third eye in the yellow orb. I'm able to know the right path. We're talking about your energy of being that leader who just knows, who just really knows. And then we have Mahasya, who is the sun energy. So talk about the yellow aura that you bring with you. This angel is with you. You do have a yellow aura, and I want you to look that up, and I want you to just remember who you really are. And I feel like some of the information of being that yellow is gonna boost your confidence back up a little bit. I want to read about the angel of discernment, because this angel really helps you with decision making. And I have to say that you really need more of the discernment in the relationships. And this is all relationships, not just romantic. But this is where this angel is with you. It can help you to know your right path, choose what is really good for you, know what will serve your highest good and greatest joy. The angel of discernment has risen above the clouds of confusion, holds an orb which is expressive of clear intention. Beautiful. The intention that I want a love relationship, I want love in my life and joy in my life. The angel's gift is the light of discernment, and when we focus on this light, we are able to see what is for our highest good. The eye is the symbol of the heaven of paradise. And then Mahasya happiness and harmony with the sun. Beautiful. Mahasya encourages you to find what is most harmonious for you. When this card comes up in a reading, you must turn to what delights you the most and look after your own interest above others for this time. The card also advises that you should try to stay close to what you know and not try anything new. Letting go of sorrow. Happiness is something that requires recognition. Unbelievable. I mean, this really backs up what we were saying about recognize that I want happiness, recognize that I want joy, and really focusing on, like what I was saying, doing the shadow work. It's kind of a heavy thing, but really focusing on what I need to do to change my mind. Maybe doing some release meditations for people that you really don't know that you're hanging on to their energy in situations that had happened in the past where you're really hanging on. This is all about your life path, enjoying it, knowing that you have this connection to the source, and to really enjoy and focus on you right now. So I hope this was a great message of healing for you, and God bless.